She doesn't do much.
Ooh.
Since April. Oh, well, have you guys had your shingle shots?
Nope.
Well, I'm going to show you why you're getting your shingle shots. Let me see, I have proof,
You have proof.
I have proof. You don't wanna look like this and you don't wanna go through this.
We're talking doctors and stuff.
He got something.
So there are a couple different,
I think it
couple
was
different,
shingles.
yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta start with that one. That's not bad, huh?
And it's
That's
really
the trouble,
painful,
isn't
isn't it?
Very.
It's very painful, isn't it? And irritating. And,
Oh,
And then you look like that for 2 months.
What is it? What did you do?
shingles.
This was shingles, my husband. Come on, look at this.
Randy doesn't even want to talk. He doesn't even want to talk.
took my shots. I made it right on time.
Good.
You know, they say 1 in 3 people will get it too.
oh boy.
Well, this
Of course,
year,
that's the people that are making medicine, but
well, I thought, not to ruin my curmudgeon reputation in the family, but this year I took my first flu shot ever.
really.
Good
And did you get a reaction?
Did you get a sticker?
They should
They
give you a
offered me a
sticker.
sticker.
A lollipop, you should have a lollipop.
Well, I did it for my partner because
Good for you.
with COVID and everything else,
Do
I'm
it
like,
for
okay, let's not even do the
Yeah,
food thing, but.
you do it for others.
All
right.
Okay,
With that
let's get
being
started,
said,
because I got a meeting to get
We'll
to.
get started. So I'll call today's canvassing board meeting to order at 8:31.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so the first thing we have on the agenda this morning is a voter whose partner returned her sheet yesterday. The sheet was on time. It does not look like it matches to me. So I put another voted, not voted stamp on there, and this is what was returned. This is what was in the voter registration file, and.
So as a reminder, we're checking the returned letter to the ballot or her signature on file to the ballot, not to each of these.
Correct.
Yep, I'm sticking with my initial.
And we don't show them the ballot to bias the signature.
That's right.
The new signature. They just have to do it. These two are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that interesting that that's how it kind of always was, which is almost like so obvious, you clearly didn't sign your ballot then.
Right, yeah.
Oh, I remember seeing this one yesterday.
Yes.
Because this RT is a unique thing that carries through on this too, but not here.
Mhm.
So,
It's interesting to wonder what they. I guess there's always a chance that someone, I don't know, that's why we're here.
okay.
That is exactly why we're here.
Okay, so since we have rejected that, I will print off the report, and that should take 2 minutes, and then we'll be good to go.
Well,
That
you
saves
didn't
us a
watch
lot
this
of
one
work.
today, huh?
That saves us a lot of work. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, she said she probably wasn't going to log on and watch today, as everything went
Yeah.
smoothly yesterday, and she
Yeah.
knows that this one is much.
This one is too formal, you might say.
This just reminded me that I actually have a new set of glasses coming. I haven't worn glasses since I had LASIK in 2011, so I really don't need them. But the doctor's like, you've adjusted and I think you would benefit from them. You know, when driving at night and things like that, or all day eye strain in front of the computer. And
Yeah, I got a pair of computer glasses. This is my run-around glasses. Just do anything.
Yeah,
There's a little, something for everybody here on this set of glasses, but my computer glasses are just kind of fixed.
yeah. I asked him to put the blue light
The
protectants
blue light,
in
yeah,
it.
that's nice too.
Yeah, he said that it's much better than the cheap ones that you can just buy.
Blue light protection.
Yeah, they have a blue tip to them, and they guard against
You need to have gone.
blue UV. Guard is might be the wrong word. They
No,
minimize
almost
it,
like counteract it, block it.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them say
Filter.
blocking.
filter it.
It does really help. It's a little sad. My 15-year-old niece has to wear them because all of her work is on a screen. Everything they do is on the screen.
Started to change it, the screen colors and stuff, we can reverse colors.
Yeah,
black.
and do the night mode.
Yeah, night mode or black on white, and white on black. Just, keep them all different.
All right, so this
So-
first,
We're supposed to use black or red?
you can use black on this one.
You sure?
Yes.
You're positive?
Yes. You
Okay.
can
We
use
can
black
find
to
it.
sign.
This is for us.
That is for your information, yes, Natasha's the only one who needs to sign it at the bottom for me. So this is just a review of all of the items that we have accepted and rejected, including the ballot that was just rejected. We issued 15,475 ballots. We received 13,289 for a total of 91%.
Of the registered voters.
Of the registered voters, yes. So I'm really proud of us.
And we're the highest in the state, aren't we?
Yes, we were anyway, whether we still are, I
Yeah.
haven't heard, but.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What does
Well,
ACE stand for?
Address confidentiality program. Yeah, so those voters aren't tracked electronically anywhere. And so we have to note their ballots when they come in because it's not gonna be tracked in the signature verification.
Would you like me to sign in black or blue? It doesn't matter. I signed them red yesterday, so I'll sign in.
Are there any questions on this one? Okay.
It's all in order.
All right, so the second form that I have for us is the data entry portion of the reconciliation form from VoteLaw. And this next one is a summary sheet based on the data entry form.
Okay, and one thing we can say is that no race changed position or no race changed, I guess, the way to say it, due to the canvass, during the canvass.
No.
The initial results were, in terms of positions,
The
are the final.
unofficial results as far as what, the unofficial results did not change between the canvassing,
That's right.
what was
And
canvassed
race,
yesterday.
including the Charter Review Commission members, the ones that were most likely to be close. Okay?
Okay. Okay, so we can just go through this real quick. We have our numbers of active and inactive voters. I'm looking at the data entry form right now. And the number of voters credited in VoteLaw, we had one envelope that came back without a ballot inside, which is removed from that 13,289 number, and then we had one ACP voter return a ballot, which adds back in that one. We have our total number of ballots issued here. We did issue 368 UOCAVA ballots, so those are for voters who are overseas or in the active duty military.
368, wow.
Yeah, we had quite a few applications come in specifically for this election in that category. So of those, we did receive 13,326 total, and 299 that were received were from those overseas or active duty military folks. We accepted 13,289 of the ballots that were received, and we rejected 37. You can see down at the bottom, and it breaks out the reasons that we rejected them below there. The one that, so I'm on the second page now. The one at the very top that says rejected for other reasons was the ballot that we rejected because their ID wasn't returned. And in the additional information section down here, we have the total of how many replacement ballots were issued. And Bill, that's the number that we were talking about yesterday of folks who had moved and then got a new ballot. And as far as ballot generation method and ballots returned, we do have the number that were requested through VoteWalk. That's folks who have gone onto votewalk.gov and hit the online ballot request button. Or I think it says request new ballot. What else?
So this is interesting. Replacement ballots that you sent out, okay, that were received counted, okay. 880 replacement ballots were received, so about 3/4. And they were accepted and counted, so that people either voted the replacement ballot instead of the original ballot, or the original ballot did in fact get lost.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions on that?
Great to see all of that data. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's really, really neat. VoteWa is continually improving. There are some things that we'll always have to modify on this form because of course VoteWa isn't the be all end all. It's not the, what's the word? So, yeah, it's not the be all end all. We do have to track things like the ACP voter, the ballots of that outside. But more and more, the data that is pulled into this reconciliation form is accurate, which makes me really, really happy.
I see there's a number for, on this form, for ballots forwarded to other counties. We didn't forward any.
We did not forward any ballots that were accepted for San Juan County voters to other counties. We do receive ballots that are in other county envelopes, and we do forward those.
You forward those without opening them,
Correct.
so that you forward both the outer envelope and the security envelope and the ballot itself. And, did we receive ballots from other counties?
We did, yeah. We did receive some. Some of those were, well, all of them were for voters who were originally registered in the other county. And by the time election day rolled around, they were our voter and they didn't return the ballot that we sent them. So the county that they were originally registered in received the original ballot and forwarded it to us because they now count as our voter and are in the system as voting in our county. So what we do with those when we get them is we get them and duplicate them onto a ballot for the precinct that the voter is currently in.
Of course, having to read some races blank because they voted.
For their
Wrong
district
place.
or county.
Yeah.
So what's the last number, 9705?
9705 return method. I believe that is the number that is in Dropboxes that we received by Dropbox.
Or if somebody dropped it off here?
Or in the.
Well, they have to put it in the Dropbox.
Oh,
here in
you
the
don't
office.
accept them here and then?
We
Office?
can't, we
No,
can't,
the brown box, you do accept ballots in there.
we do accept ballots in there, that's considered a Dropbox.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, including the brown box.
Okay,
Yes,
well, it said
including-
staffed or unstaffed, so I'm thinking, well, this is the only staffed place, so.
Right. Yes, that's absolutely
Okay.
correct.
Right, but it does include the drop boxes on the mobile items. Okay.
Yeah. So still referencing.
That's a high percentage of Dropbox ballots
Yeah,
compared to mail.
it's about, what is it,
I expect,
about 3/4.
About 3/4.
Yeah.
Well, after all, after all, it's a mail.
Yeah, yeah.
well, exactly, I mean,
Yeah.
why bother with the mail? I always put mine in the drop box.
Yeah, I do too.
So I send it to Seattle and turn around and come back. This is just insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
under the,
The other
sorry,
islands
do you have a question?
don't, Orcas and so on, they have now become more accustomed to putting them in the drop boxes,
Yeah.
but, here it's a little more regular, it's more it's a better street location.
It's a very
whereas
good location.
on Orcas is back behind the building and stuff, it's not as obvious.
We're very fortunate that we get to though.
Yeah,
Oh, I do.
So I do just want to draw attention to the summary section here. There are two sections that say reconciliation, and you'll notice on both of them, we do not have any discrepancies, which means that the number of ballots that we received equals the number of ballots accepted plus the number of ballots not counted, and that equals the number of credited voters in VoteWalk.
Excellent.
Yeah, so.
It's nice when the numbers all come out the same.
I know, right? It's lovely. I was on the phone, the internet, going back and forth with VoteWatch just this morning because we did have one until about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, good.
And it's good.
Reconciled.
All right, so here are the official results.
Great.
If anyone wants to take a look at them, here are the results by precinct that we have to print out. If anyone wants to take a look at those. And then as long as there are no other questions, I'm happy to have y'all sign the oath and certification. There'll be two places to sign there for you. Okay.
Now, should I do a really funky signature so no one recognizes it? No, I should
No, I
stick.
think you should do blocked print letter, all caps.
Pick something that I've never done before and choose this very formal document to do that. Okay. Oh, I know that's not the case for most people. Some people know better though. They would benefit from that education. Excellent.
That's Randy's pen. I do that.
Oh.
I made sure and kept them safely.
Well, the closest races were for charter review. Of course, you expect that when they're voting for 9, and some people voted for 9, and
Some people didn't.
some people didn't.
Some people voted for one.
Yeah.
Strange.
That was the one I struggled with the most personally.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I just got to the point where I didn't recognize, I've only been here a couple years, I didn't recognize a lot of these.
Randy, they down here too.
Oh, okay.
That's when you call up your consultant and say, oh.
Yeah, I read each of their little snippets and just kind of,
You'd be amazed at how many people call me up. Bill, this is my charter review committee.
All right.
Who should have voted for council? No, I didn't get council
do not
votes.
touch that one.
Council race was close to, for Salem, I mean, relatively close.
These
I'm
are-
interested in the big set and the little set. There's a big set copy. Don't we take it back to my office and copy it, or can you make me a copy here?
I can make you a copy here. It's not gonna be in color.
That would be the color.
Okay.
Yes.
But I do want every page,
All
both
right.
sides.
You got
Is
it.
this accessible online? Like, is it, where did you get
It
this
will
from?
be.
Okay,
That comes out of our tabulation system.
Okay.
And the results are posted online after the election has been certified. Okay. Okay. Do you want it double-sided or single-sided?
Yeah, just the way it is.
Lovely.
Let's not waste paper.
Exactly.
it's really cool to see the results, so.
It's interesting.
Yeah. there are people who definitely vote by party lines.
Yeah.
Gabby thought she knows.
Yeah.
Anything else, or can we officially adjourn?
I'm good, I can do this enough for the career path.
Alright, so let's adjourn at 8:50.
Thank you.
Thank
Gotta get to my next one.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. My last official duty.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
You have to approve the budget.
Chef, you think we can get that done before the dinner and lunch?
City of Seattle can do it, you can do it.
Okay, we're cutting your budget 30%.